Well, greetings and salutations once again. Welcome to Saturday Night Reaver, and I hope you've had a good week so far. It's nice that the weather has changed for the better. So, yes, we are calm, chilled, relaxed. Gone for a bit of a. It seems a bit loud to me. So let's alter that a bit. How are we all? That's the main thing to be asking right now. Are we all good? Are we all groovy? Are we up to anything exciting and the usual for a hobby hangout, really? So I'm just doing the usual. Bang. Get that done. Where are we? And done. Right. So that's interesting. It's showing that there's no data. Let's check how the internet is working today. It says yeah, that's not particularly great on the download. Upload's okay. Download's a bit shoddy. But it's the upload is the main thing, because obviously broadcasting. So yes. Really. Get it off, don't need that open. So yeah, it's just debating about building the box of rhinos that I've had outstanding for a few days. Well, a few days. A few days. I got them last year. So we've got some rhinos here. We've also got some buildings as well, because I'm kind of feeling a bit extra scenery-ness is required. So I've still got the Civitas Imperialis ruins set and other bits and pieces as well. Obviously with the sabres we did the other night, so they turned out pretty cool. The little tiny tonks. You was just working just then, you little swine. But yeah, getting 8 of these done, I was quite pleased with that coming together quite well, I thought. So we got them out of the way, so they can be really. I could try and do some decals on them, but that would need. If I've got my Emperor's Children's decals here. I've mostly got out the other decals. Alpha Legion. Martin. Loads. Phoenix Diary. No. They're probably packed away over there, so that might not be decaling at present. So maybe it is Rhino time. I do remember that they're like the missiles on these guys. You have the independent exhausts, which is fun to say the least. Right, let's shimmy these out of the way for a sec. Decals. Token buildings. Interesting. Just checking through what we can do. So with these, I think I really should get some like plasticard, because this is what you're looking at. So you've got these like blown down things. So having like that with that, just doing a corner, so that would actually be quite good. And you put some like rubble and stuff in the middle, and the same with these sort of parts as well. So we've got a couple of sprues of them. You've got lots of little broken arse bits as well. So you could always combine these, like do a multi-tiered building and then have them as the top sections of one part, for example. So it looks like it's been blown to shit. That's something that's definitely going to have to be looked at a different time, I reckon. As I say, because I've got nothing really to paint. I'm more of a painty mood, I'll be honest with you. But you can't always have that. I've got other stuff I could build, but then that's. I might as well be constructive and get down to it and start building rhinos. So. I'm still surprised, and at myself more than anything, that I actually thought when these came out, I thought we'd get 10 rhinos in there, and when they brought out the drop pods, I automatically thought there was 10 drop pods in there as well for some really strange reason, but no, there was only 4. Per sprue. the decals for the collection. That's taken care of there. Once again, claim first in the name of Howl's Gizmo. Huzzah! Well, congratulations. 2 streams running. That's most impressive. Oh, bloody, what did I put the clippers? So I'm going to put things down, put things in the way. So intricate, it needs one side to show you how to build a rhino. If I know. Right. So in we go. Straight in with the rhino snippage. It's been a rather pleasant day today. Nice and warm in the sun. A light breeze. Perfect. Shame I was working. It's just one of those things, really, isn't it? So, oh dear. Right. So, how has thine week been over the past few days since we last conversed? What's occurring in the world? Looks like I'm going to have to do some heat work first. typical. Wrong side. Meetings with my counterparts in the USA, all over the place with timings. That's the thing. Problem with instantaneous communications. It's not always at the most convenient of times. Is work related or gaming? Work, yeah. Is the music level satisfactory? Good. I'll make sure that we can all enjoy a little bit of background music, but not too much noise. Otherwise, what's the point of living? I don't know how long I'm going to be on today because I had I got in from work yesterday. I cooked myself something to eat, got all settled down, changed, and all that sort of stuff. After I ate, I sort of thought I'll just go lay down and just catch up on social media and stuff. So I did that, and then I fell asleep, and then woke up almost 12 o'clock. And obviously not very tired anymore, so I couldn't get to sleep because I was kind of awake. So I did manage to get back to sleep probably just after 2, for about 2:30ish, I think. But it's thrown my clock out, so yeah, I'm a little bit wankered. It's all good. I haven't killed anyone today, so I couldn't have been that tired. Well, at work I weren't anyway. And again, because it was it was laid back but busy, so you're continuous. and yeah, the day goes quicker, but it's not stressful with it. You know, most of the customers I dealt with today were fairly, you know, chilled, laid back as well. You know, everyone was in a pretty cool mood, which is quite nice. You don't want to be in work and be stressed out over stuff, do you? So, probably explains why I've been there 21 years. So, make sure to clean these little bits off the side, because obviously when you're putting the lids in, if you don't, it can impact on how close the parts fit, and that's not needed. They really go together really quite easily. And how long have we been going? 20 minutes, and even with waffling and, you know, being distracted by stuff, we're still whipping through these little beasties. Well, we've still got more, obviously, detail to put on there, because you've got like those blades and the turrets and the all-important pintle-mounted multi-melter. You've got to have one of them. It's rude not to. Yeah, when you've got a few minutes between customers just to collect yourself. Yeah, just to say, that's all you need really. Just to, you know, deal with one. And I did, admittedly, I did have a couple of long conversations with customers, but then, you know, it was so sort of chilled. You can do that, so you don't have to rush through things, and you can have a little, you know, have a laugh and conversations, answer the questions a bit fuller instead of having to sort of rush through stuff. At one point I was even talking about Catch Me If You Can, the movie. Tom Hanks, the second time in as many days. In fact, I've spoken to people about Catch Me If You Can, in regards to the life of Frank Abagnale Jr. Hey, Plastic Painter. I'm currently about to lose my bloody mind looking for a piece of Voltrax missile launcher array. Feck it. Yeah. It's those little one-off pieces really do fuck you up when they go walkabout. What was it the other day? I actually like the missiles off the side on these. lost one of them because I'd cut them out and I'd accidentally sort of brushed against it and it fell off onto the floor. The hands and knees job got me camera phone's light on it as well, just trying to find a little bastard, which luckily I did. So always used to be, what was it, the void shield generators for Titans. They're the bits that will always go walkabout. I've dropped 2 of them in my, out of all the ones I've built, I dropped 2. One was just pretty much straight away fine. The other one was a little bit because it was indoors on a laminate floor and it bounced. Obviously on carpet it's harder to spot, but it doesn't tend to travel that far really. You're normally within like a 2-foot radius of where you're sitting. But when things drop and hit laminate or tile floor, it's a bit more bouncy. So damn small. In other news, I'm just building my forces as prime some nights for House Sacra Flamma. Nice. You was doing them in the same colours as the Volturum, weren't you? It was Volturum, wasn't it? No, Murder Lords, the Loyalist ones. We've had the actual base panel as well. Yep, got stencils on order for the Titans, so it's an airbrush from now on. Nice. I do like a good airbrush stencil. Getting that done adds an extra dimension to the models, especially. Yes. Was yesterday with the release of Sleep Token's new album. I saw numerous posts going up through friends and that on Instagram who are big Sleep Token fans, and I thought, well, I'll give it a listen to. And I noticed, because basically what piqued my interest more was one of my friends posted up like the first song out on the album, so the album cover, first song known, which was Look to Windward. Now to me, that is the name of a book by Ian M. Banks as part of his Culture series called Look to Windward. And I thought, ooh, maybe they're fans of Ian M. Banks. So I listened to that song. It was alright actually. don't mind a bit of Sleep Token, I guess. Haven't really sat down. Well, I think I sort of listened to the first 3 songs, but that's the only one I know the name of because I was listening whilst driving. So yeah, it was. I noticed there was like similarities to some other music that I'm interested in as well. So it's like, have they maybe sampled some of that and incorporated it, and added different, obviously their own lyrics and stuff. But yeah, it was good enough. I had fun with it, as much as you can have fun with that sort of new music. Right, so that's 5 of the main holes done. Let's get that out. Yes. Right. Ordered those blades. So, one more. I might get out the ones I've already built for Imperial Fists, just to see what I've actually armed them with. Ba, ba, da, ba. a lot of little bloody things. Some Pentel mounted multi-motor action going. And where's the habit launcher? There it is. I only get one habit launcher on the sprue. So yeah, so as I say, with the Sleep Token album, so I listened to the first 3 songs, but because I was thinking of Look to Windward, which is actually not a bad book from the series, I decided, you know what, I'm going to listen to some more Ian M. Banks. So I'd done the 3 songs, and then I downloaded Player of Games, which was the second book I read. It's the second in the series as well, or second release. There's no real chronological. There are some links, but they're not all interconnected as such. But there are a couple bits where you might get mentions for previous things. So, but Player of Games is a really good one of the series. So definitely worth, if you are into reading or listening to books, definitely check that one out, because it is a really good look and expansion of what the culture is about, basically. Right. So we'll go with some standard he wasn't aware we've got sort of like left and right bids. what we're going to do with these three guys is give them storm bolters, or combi bolters, as they're known. So you've got pintle melted melters with combi bolter and havoc launcher with combi bolter to give a good little bit of fire support in this. So it's always handy. I do like to, normally with anything like this, I like to give them a bit more flexibility by making them more multi-role as opposed to just going pure like heavy, you know, tank killing whatever. But as I say, two multi-melters are always handy. And then you've got your infantry coverage with all the storm bolters and that. So you've got some shots going out and hopefully inflicting some damage upon unsuspecting little oiks. I'm just going to pour myself a drink. Nice. Cheers. Two little riders in the cupola. Make sure we get the flash off so they can sit properly within the cupola. No, you got to. Yeah. Little dude. Now we got to do all the bloody exhausts. sure you get tidying them up. There's that. And that there. Yeah. Oh. Exhaust on. That's one. Got to scoot for a bit, hopefully be back before we finish up. No worries, mate. I hope your meeting with your compadres from across the water goes well. Oh, that was close. Almost lost it. Second Renault. Sounds like the youngsters are out in the car park again with their car stereos. Pardon me. So, dip and clip. These are definitely a lot easier to handle than the sabres and the hunter killers. That is for certain. Last one. All good. This is not playing ball. Now it is. Right. There you go. So, yeah, streaming for an hour almost. 5 rhinos. Second lot. So that's a good thing with these. They are very straightforward, simple kits. You can't really fuck them up that badly. But we'll give it a good damn go, I tell you. Oh, poop. There it is. Got it. the same again, tidy up wherever possible. So they go together a lot easier and cleaner, so you don't have too many gaps. That's the plan. Hey dude, how are you? Just building some rhinos. Still one of my favourite jokes from the Muppets. What do you get if you cross an elephant and a rhino? Hell if I know. Pepe the Prawn at his finest. Sometimes the old ones are the good ones. It's a strange, like with these rhinos, it's, the main part is the easiest part, and then it's all the little details that you're adding. Yeah, pintle mounted multi-melters. So you can only have, like, each sprue only has 2 pintle mounted multi-melters. There is one Havoc launcher and there is a Hunted Killer there, which if it could zoom in, would be able to see. Well, there is one there. Take it from me, there is one. No, doesn't exist. No, shut up. If I say it's there, it's there. So what are you doing after now you finished your Iron Warriors Warsmith? Doing some Knights of the Realm and putting some paint down on a Herald, keeping it varied, mixing it up. So it keeps the excitement and enthusiasm all together. Yeah. 2. How quick they are. All the other shit. So those Knights of the Realm, are they like the Bretonnian ones? Yeah, decided to do a small Brett army whilst I wait for my Wood Elves to return. Ah, nice looking knight, dude. Squibbies. Was that a Pegasus knight as well? Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't resist painting the lady on the unicorn, and accidents happened, and the rest followed. I know that old song. Whoosh. Nice. This all goes together well. Yeah. Nice. Let's get on to the dozer blades again. Right. Now we're going for the turrets again. Or turrets. Cupolas. Havoc launchers. Pentool mounted multi-melter. Shit. And I'm going to have to go down hands and knees. Hands and knees. Aha! We were successful. Back on it. All the Pentool mounted multi-melters. This is really TTP taking the piss. Where the hell is that path? He's still not found it. Jesus. This is going to crackle and pop. I think, to be fair, like, where I've acclimatized and become one with the hobby room, you sort of have a natural sort of instinct of where to look. But a torch is invaluable in this situation. Come on, dude, you can find it. We believe in you. You can do it. You can do it. Bonk. Bonk, bonk. Don't you get silly. Probably would help if I actually forgot to do the flash on that one. Then bonk. My giddy arm. Pentool melter, multi-melter down. Found it. Like a searchlight to your soul. I'll send a picture of where I lost the fucking thing on Discord. Right now, I'm finishing up building my 2 Warbringer Nemesis Titans to distract myself. Yeah, I think that's probably for the best, really, because you're not thinking about it. And sometimes when you're not thinking about something, things just turn up. So yeah, don't lose heart. It will turn up eventually. It's just annoying as feck. 1, 2, and 3. For some reason, the hardest time for me to find something is after I've cleaned. It's a clean floor. How I can't find it. How can I not find it? Exactly. It is the way of things, unfortunately, my friends. Always in the place you least expect. You can say that again. Still confused as to how I found a bolter under the bed sheets. That's yeah. Good luck with that. It could be anywhere. Like, the thing is, you didn't have any glue on it at the time, did you? Because I know that there's been times where I've stuck things on there, and you might have the slightest bit of adhesive of some description, and it's stuck to something else, and you're looking around on the floor like a complete loon. So I'm just saying, it could be on the side of something. Yes. And to be fair, like this here is, lots of paint pots and all that, but you can easily lose stuff even in the plainest of areas, as Kenneth has already indicated. It's out there somewhere. Nice. From that, if it turns up after that, hey, I'll build the second-hand Mini and add the fourth Voltrax to my force. So you treat yourself. Treat yourself. Hunter Seeker, or Hunter Killer, sorry. Oh. And we're already onto the exhaust vents. So, I said the first hour took us to do the first 5. And even though I'm not really sort of trying to push it, we're doing the last phase now after 26 minutes. Because it was pretty much sort of 9 o'clock when we started building these. Wonder. Yeah. First one complete. Always with that side. Ba, 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 ba. Maybe a little bit cocky there. Oh, just remembered we've still got the dudes. And while we're here, let's pop these two dudes off. Do-do-do. Three completed. That's the last two. Ba, ba, ba. Fourth done. What's next for the EC after these? Well, really, I think I need another, another couple more air units. So I've got one Storm Eagle, so maybe some Fire Raptors. So I've got a Storm Eagle, a Storm Eagle, and a Thunderhawk, and 3 Xiphons. So I think another 2 Storm Eagles for that whole transport maneuverability type shenanigans. That can be used. I've got drop pods. I've got fast attack options. I've got the artillery, sort of like, you know, all the rapiers and tarantulas and Helios systems. So they've got pretty decent all round. I would like some, going back to the Mechanicum side of things, like some like Krios tanks, and maybe the Krankner, the Mortar Triorus, just to supplement them, because I've only got, I've got a Triorus. So it'd just be like, you know, again, like the Krios tanks, or with the Krios Venators as well, which are the ones with the big Puzel weapon. I am also be getting some solar auxiliary stuff soon. So that's I found that little bastard just after dropping a box of built minis. Explodes. It's a sacrifice. That's what you've done. You've sacrificed one thing for another. That's what the gods crave. That's what happens when you go chaos. There's always a price to pay. So 38 minutes. And that's not really rushing at all. So I would say literally 5 tanks from start to finish should be about half an hour if you're going at a steady pace and not talking and as you go and checking messages and stuff. So yeah. So we've got 2 Havoc launcher ones with with combi bolters, 4 pintle mounted multi-melters with combi bolters. Then we've got 4 rhinos with individual bowlers, and 2 of them are also additionally equipped with hunter killer missile each. So that's not bad, really. That's 1 box. All that's left over from that is basically Copolas. So yeah, because the one thing you do need to bear in mind is that, as you can see on there, so that side you've got a little bit that sticks out and a little bit that sticks out there. So they're like the vision oculus for targeters for the actual bowlers. So you've got to make sure that you've got appropriately placed ones, so not on the same side, which they do have. And the multi-melters stick on the left hand side and the combi bolters on the right hand side because of the same thing with the little targety bits on the actual rim of the cupola. A new contender begins. Game of hide and seek. Now I gotta spend God knows how long to pick up the rest. Dude, you're having one of those evenings, mate. But look, you found the part that was missing, so glue that bastard in place before you lose it again. Finish picking up those little shits now. Well, that's good. Right. Oh, I don't think that's too bad for a little session. So they'll, I think with my other dudes, the Imperial Fists, because I got the, you know, like when you could go in and pick up Model of the Month type thing in the Games Workshop or Warhammer store, so you get like a rhino, you can build a rhino and you can leave, sort of thing. So I've got 11 rhinos for Imperial Fists and 10 for these guys. But as I say, the Emperor's Children once again have stolen the majority of equipment. So they don't have as many air units. So the Imperial Fists have about 6 Xiphons. They have 2 Fire Raptors, 2 Storm Eagles, and a Thunderhawk for there. But infantry, they have the same amount of infantry, which was basically 4 sprues worth of infantry with obviously Contemptors. The Imperial Fists, they both have 4 Kratos each. The Emperor's Children have by far more dreadnoughts because they've got the artillery sprues that they've done, which comes with Leviathans, the Radios, the Tarantulas here. So they've got 2 sprues of them alone. They've also got, I think, at least 1 sprue of speeders. So like the javelins, the scimitars, and the land speeders. They might even have 2 lots, to be fair. I can't actually remember. Yeah, so I think so. Like with the speeders, it might be a case that you've got like 6 bases of scimitars, 4 bases of outriders, 4 land speeders, so 2 with plasma and 2 with melters. You've got 2 las javelins and 2 las scimitars. So I think that's just like 1 box of cavalry. So it's quite a healthy abundance of speedsters. So Leviathans, Deredios, and those little dudes. So 4 with cyclonic melter cannons and 4 with storm cannons. 4 plasma Deredios, 4 autocannon Deredios, and then you've got your las cannon Contemptors down there. There's another 2 Contemptors somewhere else. obviously ran out of space. And you've got 6 Predators, 4 Sicarans with, so you've got the magnetised things there. So four Kratos, 3 Xiphons, 4 infantry drop pods. I've also got 4 Dreadnought drop pods. Then you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Land Raiders, 4 Land Raider Spartans. 8 Sabres and 10 of them. Oh, that's right. So, Storm Eagle, Thunderhawk. So, each of these boxes holds 2. Basically holds a box of these. So you've got all of them in there. Ah, there's the other 2 Contemptors. They're in the bottom here. So you've got 2 sprues of support weapons. So you've got obviously tarantulas. So 4 tarantulas, 4 FUD guns. Sorry, laser destroyers, sort of thing. 4 FUD guns and 4 Helios in there. So yeah, it's a hefty amount. Like I said, just a couple more maybe units of, what do you call it? Aerial dudes. So like Storm Eagle, a couple of Storm Eagles, maybe some Fire Raptors as well, just as close support, I guess. Just so you've got it really. Right. Now I've got to spend God knows how long to pick up the rest. And at least I've saved myself £9.95. That's the way to look at it. Might buy it anyway. A treat for finding the part. Why not? Probably. What I want to know is why we don't have a Titan Legio's video game when you're piloting the Titan, starting from the moderati of a Rapier Titan to a Legio Grandmaster in an Impurity yet. Yeah, that would be, you know, it's not something that they can't do. There's plenty of, like, you know, so you've got the Mech Warrior games have been out for years. And you've got, like, you know, all those other games of similarness sort of thing. But yeah, having, you know, Warhounds, Warlords, or it could be like Mech Commander, where you've got an overview and you make up a mana pool and have them running around. Although having the ability to have a 5-player Titan battle, so you've got like 5 of your, like, you and 4 buddies, so you can make up a mana pool. That would be cool. I'll play the shit out of it, or a Titanfall style game with Imperial Knights. Yeah, shame about Titanfall 3 falling flat because they've sacked everyone. Magnetizing Trepidans Ferrum was bad enough. Not to mention, wasn't about to mention Fire Raptors. That would be cool. Yeah, so Fire Raptors for close support, aerial support, because obviously you've got Xiphons are pretty handy though, but then, you know, you've got to have some aerial support nowadays for your games and stuff. But as I said, I've got some Solar Auxilia turning up soon, so I can get on with them as well. But I think that's about it for me, really. I can't see the paint, so I think that's not a bad little session there, doing 10 rhinos. So that's I'll say really thank you again for coming to hang out, and I hope that you keep all your stuff in one place and not lose any more Vulturax parts. Touch wood. Yeah, so Wednesday, yeah, it should be on Wednesday. If there is a difference to that, I will post up in socials and stuff. But yeah, thanks for coming to hang out for a bit. It's been fun, enjoyable, nice little chat. And the transports for the Emperor's Children have been built. So, bloody hell. You're welcome. But yeah, have a great evening. Have a great rest of the weekend, whatever you're doing. And we will see you again next week. Should be Wednesday from 8. So I'll catch you all later. Have fun and peace out, my friends. And don't lose any more stuff. See you later.